Okay, so I went ahead and mixed up the flour ingredients, the rest of the flour ingredients in the cookie dough, in the cookie mixture, peanut butter mixture. And I went ahead and scraped the sides down to get all the flour out. And as you can see, there's no more white showing here in the bowl, except for up here on the sides, but that's okay. Now this portion is optional, but my husband also likes Heath toffee candy pieces. You can buy this at Walmart as well, or Publix, whichever one. So I'm gonna put some with these pieces and some of them without these pieces. So let's do a few of them first without it, and then we're gonna do some that have it with it. Let me move some things out of my way real quick. So I have my cookie sheet lined with parchment paper. Don't spray anything on it because your cookies are greasy enough for it. And I don't need this spatula anymore, but just I'm keep it in there just in case. And that. So make sure your hands clean, which mine are. I went back and washed them. We're gonna, excuse me for a second. Didn't take my wedding rings off. So this is how much you want to get into your scooper. Place it in your hand like this. You can either drop them like this, or you can create, excuse me, you can roll them around in your hand, or you can spoon it, whichever one you choose. And we're gonna put it on our cookie sheet like that. And put them 1 inch apart from one another, because if you don't, they'll touch, and you don't want to spray it all over your we all spread it out too big. That's the purpose of me having this cookie scooper, so I can get the perfect size. I'm just gonna go ahead and scoop these on. I'm not gonna be rolling them. I was just showing you the different methods. I want them to be all the same size, so. See how many I'm gonna get like that. Maybe 6. Then the rest of them I'm gonna throw in pieces. I'm gonna throw in my candy pieces. Thank God they are gone out of the house for right now. So I'm able to record without all that noise in my background, and without my son yelling and screaming everywhere, as he normally do. But we all have, well, some have kids. I don't know if I said that right. Please forgive me. But that's happy when you have a house full of people, or when you have a family. Sometimes people who don't have kids, they may have a dog. Dog may be barking up a storm in your video too. Okay, so now we're just gonna put in pieces for the rest of this. And this was left over from something else that I did. So I always have something laying around the house using if he ain't been and ate it up. See men just come in the kitchen. Ooh, I see this. I'm finna eat this. And I tell him, don't eat my products that I use for my customers' inventory. For my customers, my inventory. Then I have to go out and buy more inventory. But that's okay, because it's both for our money. So a little bit more in here. Take this spoon out of here. I don't need that. All right. So now we're gonna drop our toffee portion on there. And I'm gonna spread my cookies out a little bit more because they look a little bit too close. All right. So here's our cookies on the parchment paper. Just scoot that over. That over. No, kind of uneven here. We're gonna take that one out. Okay, so we got 12 cookies here on my sheet. Now we're going to place this in our 350 degrees oven and let it bake for 8 to 10 minutes. And we're going to take it out and we're going to let them cool on our rack. Here's a fork. If you want to put this design on your fork, it's optional. It's up to you if you want to just leave it as is. I'm going to go ahead and push mine down. I'm going to go both ways with the fork. And just because I want to be able to see the little fork marking on it, I'm going to roll on these some. I'm going to love on it a little bit. And I don't know if people follow me on my Instagram or not, but feel free to look me up. I'm under Wild Orchids Event Planning on Instagram. So you can check out my pictures and some work that I have done. I'm just starting to get into the event rental business. So I have purchased a few things here and hopefully we'll be picking up with more, adding more rental items to our business. Me and my husband decided to go into business with one another. I'm more so doing the decorations and renting all the equipment and creating the buffet tables for all occasions. He more so of helping me come in with the truck with the rental equipment, and he's going to also be picking up DJing as well, and he's going to also be doing some side cooking for those who don't want to use caterers. Look at that. Those look so nice. So like I said, we're going to put these in the oven, bake for 8 to 10 minutes on 350 degrees. And then once they're done, we're going to come back and show you the finished product. Now with the leftover cookie mixture, you can either wrap this in plastic, or if you have a smaller container with a lid, I would still wrap it in plastic and you can place it in your freezer for a later time. If you're not going to cook all of them. I made 12, but see, I don't have very much left because I made a small batch. So I'm going to cook all of this because I know those 12 cookies, my husband is going to run through them. And my son, he's a little cookie monster. He's going to eat them as well. So I'm just going to wait for that batch to come out. And then once those come out, then we're going to go ahead and put the rest of them in. So stay tuned. And while you're waiting those 8 to 10 minutes for the cookies to come out, I'm going to just put mine in the refrigerator. Cover it up with some plastic wrap and put it in the refrigerator. So that way it just don't be sitting out. These are done. Timer going off. So we're going to stop that. We're going to take them out of the oven. Ooh, look at those cookies. All right. So here is our finished product. We're going to transfer these to a wire rack and we're going to let them cool before tasting. And then we're going to go ahead and put our other batch of cookies on. So if you like what I have created, what I have done today, please give us a big thumbs up. Please like, rate, and subscribe. And for those of you who are already subscribed to my channel, just give us a big thumbs up. Thank you. Have a good one.